There's a reason everything feels off right now in your life. There's nothing wrong with you for thinking that you're correct. If things you don't enjoy that you used to enjoy, or things just don't feel the same anymore, that's because you're in a transition. You're in a great change right now in your life. And growth is painful. It's something we don't talk about as often as how loss is painful. Um, but growth is loss, right? Because in order to grow, you have to shed your skin like a snake, right? And that is loss. You have to lose your old identity. You have to lose your old habits, your old comforts. That's the only way to grow and to move forward, is to lose that part of yourself. That feeling. Don't cling to the old identity. That's often what we do. We start to grow and it's painful. And so we try to cling to the things that brought us comfort before, but it doesn't work. And that's because it will only bring comfort to the old identity, the old self you had. We have to accept that moving forward is going to be painful, and we might not know what to do for a while or what's going to bring us comfort. A heroin addict has to go through a painful time of withdrawal to come out through on the other side eventually better and healthier. You as well have to do the same thing with your old identity in order to grow and become a better, more mature, more actualized, happier version of yourself. And another interesting thing that we don't talk about enough is that emotions are addicting, no matter what they are. You can find comfort in sadness, you can find comfort in insecurity, you can find comfort in not believing in yourself, because it's what's familiar. Familiarity is comfortable. And it's very easy to stay in these negative places because it's what we know. It's sort of like Stockholm syndrome, for your own emotions. But so we have to learn how to let go and be accepting of new ways of thinking and new emotions. And I think with this comes recognizing that uncertainty is a given in life for everyone at all times in their life. It may seem like people have their shit figured out, but they don't. Nobody does. We're all just improvising. So, something wrong with you for feeling uncertain. Embrace that uncertainty. Because when you're too certain about things, you can't grow. When you think you've got it all figured out, how can you learn more? How can you grow more? You have to accept that you don't know anything, that you could be wrong about almost everything. And with that humility and letting go, that allows you to actually grow in a positive way. You see a lot of people who will spend their whole life bitter and saying that, like, oh, the world's this and that, and they're very, very certain of themselves. If you can let go of that, then you can actually grow and move into a healthier way of looking at things. And no one else is going to do that for you, so the sooner that you accept that and start doing that yourself, the better it will be. And it's kind of easy because, again, if you're in a place in your life where you don't really know where to go from here, all you have to do is recognize that that's the case for everyone. And you just kind of have to take the next step forward. You don't have to necessarily know where you're going. You just have to keep going. And often when you do that, you look back in 5 or 10 years, and it all makes sense. But the path is not always clear. But, it's a foggy path, but if you have the courage to continue to walk it, you will be rewarded. Have a good day.